Hi everyone, I'm Sonakshi Pandey and I have 4 cloud certifications from 2 major cloud providers, Amazon Cloud and Google Cloud. I have given over 6 certification exams and I have failed the exam, passed the exam and also recertified for a certification. And in this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips that will help you crack your cloud certification exams, hopefully in the first go. So let's get started. Before we get started, I want to call out one thing. A cloud certification exam is not only testing your cloud knowledge, but it is also testing your time management skills. You know how to get your cloud knowledge, which is basically by taking courses, reading blogs, reading documentations, and doing hands-on practice. And the time management component can be improved by giving a lot of practice exams. Now, here's the thing. When you are giving practice exams, ensure that you are strictly timing yourself based on the timer and you are able to solve 50 or 60 exam questions within the time limit. Practice exams make you better at managing time and dealing with pressure so that you are able to complete the questions in the given time of your exam. Another thing that I would like to call out is most of the cloud providers allow you to take exam in an exam center or at home. So based on your comfort level, based on the availability of resources, choose an exam venue or exam location that is much more suited or much more comfortable for you, because these exams at least take 2 to 3 hours. They are quite rigorous. So it is important that you remain comfortable and your brain remains active during the whole duration of the exam. So ensure you choose online versus in person carefully. So tip number 1, you are at least going to do the exam in 2 passes. Allow me to explain this. Ideally, when you think of the exam that has 60 questions and it has 3 hours, what do you think? You think I will begin answering the questions and towards the end of 3 hours, I will finish all 60 questions and then I will hit submit. This is exactly what you should not do. Now, here is how the 2-pass approach works. What you will do is at first, you will pass through all the 60 questions really fast within, let's say, half or 3/4 time of the exam, and then you will use the remaining half time to do a second pass of all the 60 questions. So I recommend this approach for 2 reasons. Number 1, when you reread a question, maybe you will have some new insights or maybe you will think about something that you might have missed in the first run. So that is why it is nice to have a 2-pass approach where you reread the question and you have the flexibility to change your answer if you're not happy with it. Another reason where this is useful is once you've read through all 60 questions, you might be able to find answer of one question in another question or another question's answer. So it is always good to have that flexibility where you can revisit a question and change your answers as needed. Tip number 2, use process of elimination. Now what I mean by this is don't go to find the right answer. Instead, eliminate the wrong answers and this will lead you to the right answer. So the way this works is when you read the question, there will be 2 answers that you can instantly eliminate, or you should be instantly be able to eliminate 2 answers which have invalid keywords or they might mention invalid products or products that do not exist. So you should be able to straight away eliminate 2 wrong choices. And then I will share with you tip number 3, read the exam question keywords carefully. Now, using the process of elimination, you are able to eliminate 2 wrong answers. An example of this is maybe the exam question is talking about near real-time event processing and the most cost-effective solution. So with a question like this, it is important that you choose a solution that does not focus on real-time data processing because the question expects near real time, and you choose the option that is most cost productive. So by using the process of elimination and by reading the exam question keywords carefully, you should successfully be able to eliminate 3 wrong answers and arrive at the correct exam answer. Tip number 4, use the flagging option in the exam. So remember how we spoke about doing multiple passes in the exam? So think about this. You are doing the first pass of all the questions, and maybe you encounter a question where you're not sure about the answer. So in this case, what you do is you choose the answer that you think is the best choice and flag the question. So what this means is, towards the end, when you're done with the first pass, when you have gone through all the 60 questions, maybe you have flagged 30 to 40 questions. Now, the way this will be helpful is when you're doing the second pass of the exam and when you encounter a flagged question, that means you spend extra time going through the question because you're not sure about the answer. The ability to flag a question is an amazing feature that most of these exam providers have. So ensure that you make the best use of it. So the final tip number 5 is do not stress and give your best. Remember, these cloud certification exams are designed to be gruesome and very grilling. Ensure that you get a very good night's sleep one day before the exam. You have done enough practice. You drink enough water during the exam so that you are hydrated and you are like 100% efficient. Also, a lot of times when you start the certification exams, you feel that all the answers that I'm ticking, I don't feel confident about any of them. It's okay to feel that. I have felt the same while giving the certification exams. So one tip there is keep going. Does not matter whether how confident you are in your answer or not. You have to get through all the 60 questions or all the number of questions within the given time, and you have to do it in multiple passes. So the tip there is, even though if you feel questions are quite complicated or maybe I'm not ticking the right options, does not matter. Keep going. Do not lose it, give your best, and just go on choosing the right choice and get through at least 2 passes for the exam. I hope these tips were useful. I have given certification exam too many times and I have always applied these 5 things that I have shared with you and I have not been disappointed. I hope you will apply these tips to your cloud certification exams as well. And I hope if you have an upcoming exam, you pass it and you give your best. With that, thank you so much for watching this video. With that, I want to leave you with one final thought. If you learned something new out of this video, please like it, share it with your friends, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also follow me on Instagram where I share a lot of tech tips and life updates. And other than that, don't forget to have a great rest of your day.